Jena DiTonno, and I'm the City Gardener. We're going to go take a tour of the tulips. This year we've had a fabulous showing. The tulips are still sticking around. We've had about 3 weeks of blooming with all different beds varying all over the place. So let's go check it out. To start out the tour, we're going to take a look at the People's Choice of 2023. Last year we asked everyone that visited the park to vote for their favorite tulip. We narrowed it down to 10 tulips, and everybody else narrowed it down to one, and Orca was the winner. It's this fabulous tangerine orange with golden yellow highlights and some pink and green through the petals. So now I have to ask, why Tulip Fest? Why do we celebrate with tulips? So after World War II, in 1947, the city of Albany had collected over 300 tons of supplies. This included clothing, food, medical supplies, and building supplies to help a small little city in the Netherlands to rebuild. This little city was Nijmegen, which became our sister city. As a thank you to the city of Albany, the Queen of the Netherlands, Queen Wilhelmina, sent 2,000 tulip bulbs to Albany. In return, our mayor, Corning, he wrote to the Queen and asked if she could name a tulip after Albany, and she did. The tulip named after Albany is Orange Wonder. It is no longer available. Unfortunately, tulips do kind of go in and out of fashion, and unlike clothing where it's just a style dies out, it's more of either a disease issue, a crop issue, or a farmer keeps tulips all to themselves, and they're not sharing them at the time. So this beautiful copper orange tulip we did have in the past. It's been here in Albany. We can no longer get for now. Hopefully in the future we can. Now, if you've had a chance to walk around the park and during this tour, you might see a tulip that's out of place. This little cutie is Calgary. It was in a bed that's across the way. We had a volunteer squirrel replant it. Have you ever wondered what those little pineapple tops are in the garden? This is a type of fritillaria. It is called Crown Imperial. It's called red Crown Imperial, but it looks pretty orange to me. But it has these really fantastic pineapple tops and these little upside down flowers. Everyone calls the upside down tulips. They're not tulips. It's actually in the lily family. And it has these really cool little white pearl looking parts. They don't dry out as pearls. Let's take a look at this parrot variety. What's really cool about parrots is they have these ruffly edges, almost feather-like. Now please don't touch the tulips. I'm doing this to show them off a little, but we do prefer that you don't touch the tulips. But check out the green feathering that goes up the petals. Really cool trio coming up. We have the ice cream bed. These little tulips stand about 4 inches tall, maybe a little taller. Right now we have ice cream banana. It's this beautiful golden yellow color. Just tiny little fluffs of double petals, and they have a raspberry bottom. They're very unique and probably a crowd favorite. We also have ice cream, which we pretty much carry all the time. It's been very available to us. Ice cream banana was not available, but ice cream, you can see perfectly here. We have one that's just opening, one that's half open, and one fully open. And it really does resemble a scoop of ice cream with a little raspberry around the bottom. Next up we have ice cream strawberry. So we have the red variety. These guys actually opened up a little bit earlier than their little duos next to them, Ice Cream and Ice Cream Banana. So they're a little bit further along. Now we have this fabulous double late. It is more of that traditional peony-like tulip with that pinky color and the white inside. A really fun fact about this is it's fragrant. You'll notice that we have these really cool bluish purple flowers on the ends of most of the beds or bordering the round beds. These are grape hyacinths, also known as muscari. We use them to kind of tie all the beds together. Now, a fun variety of muscari we have here is Cobalt C. It is a tri-colored set of muscari. We have that traditional blue, and then we have a light blue and a white mixed in. It gives kind of like a mosaic look. It also reminded someone of the pottery that was white with the blue paintings of ships and flowers. Now, did you know that blue tulips do not exist? Despite this one's name, it's Blue Diamond. It's a double late. It is not blue, it's very purple. But we don't have blue tulips, so this is the closest we have to blue. Now, these lavender beauties are named after a pretty cool rock star. They're called Janis Joplin. They're in the Fosteriana group, and that means that they're going to be the earliest tulips that bloom. We kind of use those as that first pop of color right after the snow. Now, what's really cool about these is they have this little blue eye inside of them, and that eye gives me hope that someday we will have a blue tulip. Next up, we have another double late. This is Akibono. It is a Japanese styled tulip. It has these really unique petals. And did you know that Akibono translates to dawn or daybreak? So this really pretty light yellow and the pink kind of gives you that first morning kind of look. But here you can see the notches. There's like little pieces in the petals that are missing compared to other petals that are more rounded. We also plant a lot of other spring bulbs. So here we have Delnashaw. It is a double daffodil. Now we've had a really interesting spring. Tulips were blooming very early, and Queen of Night here was the only one that stuck around for us. In the sunlight, they're an eggplant purple, but you can see here in the shade that they are the closest tulip we have to a black tulip. And hey, Pete, that's Pete in the background. He's one of the awesome guys that works in the gardens. Now this one is a favorite of mine. I've been wanting to do this forever. So I have worked in the gardens for 15 years. I've been a laborer here, and now I'm the city gardener. I've been the city gardener for 3 years. This one I've wanted to do for a long time, and I finally did it, and I did a mix of all sorts of different spring bulbs, daffodils, fritillaria, we have tulips, we have hyacinths, and grape hyacinths. Next up is Kansas Proud. This is a Triumph. Triumph groups means that they're going to be a bit earlier. This one was in the shade, so it stuck around later. Now we have another Triumph here. This is Slawa. It is this beautiful burgundy color with this light peachy orange edge. And now as it ages, the orange will fade and become lighter and lighter until it's almost like almost peachy kind of white. It really makes a good transitional tulip. Here you can see that it's more pink and white. Now these little tiny guys are nothing like all of these bigger tulips we're used to today. These are going to be your closer relative to the original tulip. This is a wild or species tulip. It's shorter in size or in height. The flower is tiny and the leaves are much skinnier. These are found in mountainsides in Turkey and Central Asia. In another shady garden, we have a triumph here. This is unique to France. It is this vibrant but dark, rich red, and it's almost velvety looking. It complements really well with a double early that's also in this bed. The double early is yellow with red stripes. It looks like a party horn bursting or like a big celebration. These are double earlies. So the shady garden really allowed for these to stick around. Check out Flying Dragon. Now this one glows. It is a really nice red shade with that crisp golden edge. It really makes it glow here, and it's also another triumph. We have made it around the park to the shadier side, so our early tulips are lasting much longer. Now Marilyn is a really fun, popular lily flowering tulip. We do have one right here that's showing off and kind of fanning out to the side. And hey, Joe! Jolene's another one of the amazing gardeners in the park. Kind of like when you go to a fair and you go to the tent where you can see a baby cow be born, but we're actually going to see the transition of tulips as they open. So they start as this tiny little bud, and this is a parrot variety, so it's really funky looking. It has all sorts of twists and turns and scrunchiness to it, and then it just starts to open and that pink color starting to fan out for the sun, and then we have the end result, which is this fun tulip. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tulip tour. We hope you can make it out to the 75th Annual Tulip Festival, and thank you to our sponsors.